Hello gamers and welcome back to the Armbar Arcade, and this is a little bit of a throwback for me. I'm bringing career mode plays into the Armbar Arcade, and what a game to start off. This is Armbar Arcade completes Dirt for career mode. Yes, we are diving right into it today. Right into Dirt 4, the brand new Dirt game that's just come out from Codemasters and is already excellent from the first impressions I have of it. And we are right into a rally here. This is as cold open as it gets, throwing you right into the action, mothertruckers. Nicky Grist in the co-drive position. This is just everything classic about Dirt games that we all love. And it's time to find out what Dirt 4 is all about. And if you remember rightly, on Bombersports Plays, not only did I do a lot of career mode videos for racing games, the longest running series, and probably the series I was most proud of, was for Dirt Rally, the last Dirt game, and I fucking really love that game. So, this one has a lot to live up to. Is it able to do so? There's only one way to find out, really. Fight! Or in this case, drive really fast! Oh god, that's... Oh, we just... Is that a sign for how badly this series is going to go? It's time to find out. We're in a Ford Fiesta ST, I think, at the moment. This is the very first rally event in the career mode. I skipped out the tutorial and the rally school bit because that was kind of, you know, and brake with this pedal and you got to slow down, otherwise you'll end up that tree. George of the rally, watch out for that tree. Yes. So, and we've completed the event. We are straight through. And this is new. I like this little feature here. You don't just finish the stage, you have to go park it with the marshal like a real rally. You see? A little bit of attention to detail there. I like that.
Amazing result. That's unbeatable.
Oh, thanks, Nicky. That's very kind of you. Amazing result. That's unbeatable. Look, seriously, there's no better accent to have in your ears whilst driving a car really recklessly fast through forests than Nicky Grist's Welsh tones. And we have our first win in career mode, so that was a good start. We've won the Dirt Clubman Cup. Look at that. Look at that. My name next to Nicky Grist. Wow, that I feel a big imposter syndrome going on. Given whose names that's been alongside, my name's there, it just doesn't feel worthy. It's a bit like having Chad Gnaus as crew chief to me driving driving a banger race, basically. But anyway, we are off to a good start in our career mode. We have won our first rally fairly comfortably in the end, and we've started to level up. Look at this. You know, we're a beginner in this series. We're only on the first event.
You've earned a new license and progressed from a local to a regional level.
Oh, we've earned a new license as well. Thank you, narrator man. I'm not sure of the name of. He has quite a nice Scottish accent.
Championships until you've completed enough events to graduate to an international license.
10-4 will do, sir. He kind of reminds me a little bit. It's probably just the accent. He reminds me a lot of the Scottish guys from the Tocker Race Driver games. So he was more like a breeze. He was more like, you got to get down there. You got to dive bomb into the corner. So let's go straight into the second event, the Dirtfish Graduation Rally. And we're going to have a new car for this one and a new team, I think. This game really does bring back the old grid style of career mode where you can drive for other teams and then you kind of use that money to build your own team. Team. I even love saying the word team. And I even love driving for my own team. That's the whole point of this. So for now, we're actually driving for Elonix Motorsport and we're driving the Opel Me. This car is actually called the Opel Adam. I remember when all the billboards were up for it when it first came out. It was like the Vauxhall Adam and you. And I'm like, yeah, me and you. Yeah, about that. So, what's our first hit out going to be like in the Opel Me? Me as a car, what I like as a car, probably quite similar to how I am as a driver. Very optimistic at most corners until I'm halfway through the tree. It's good acceleration though, it pulls pretty well. These are obviously fairly beginner cars in rally career mode, and we're using the bumper cam, which is probably the most terrifying camera to observe rallies from, but this always reminds me of the old, like, 90s, was that a drone? Did we just fly past? I think a drone just flew past us at almost ground level, and then, through a water splash. Oh, that was a bit disappointing. The bumper literally should have gone straight through the water. It should just be like, but then again, I guess we wouldn't be able to see it at all. Although, I think in some of the other camera things, it is like that, in some of the other camera views. So, and we are leading by a second after the first split, the first interval. It's a very high speed stage. I don't think we've done a single turn yet in lower than 4th gear. Maybe 1 or 2 in 3rd gear. This is really high speed stuff. This might be a little slower. Here we go. That's a little bit slower. But oh my god, look at this. Lovely, nice and open. Lovely and gravelly. We're up 1.6 seconds now over S. No, we're not. We are down 1.6 seconds. There's me unable to read the HUD. We are down 1.6 seconds. So we're under the gun immediately. I think I'm doing what I did way back on my Bomber Sports Plays NASCAR Heat Evolution career mode series, which was trying to adjust the difficulty as I go. And there is the end of the stage. And we've ended up winning by 1.78 seconds. You can see over on the left that nice stage marker. I think that was a thing from Dirt Rally. And that's really a theme of this game so far that I've got. Like,
Amazing result. That's unbeatable.
Hey, we've got a second amazing result. That's unbeatable from Nicky Grist. He is loving that phrase today, and that's good. We are 2 for 2 in amazing results, which are unbeatable. So we're doing well. Time to go to stage 2 of 2 for this event, as we have another achievement. We have cleaned up rather nicely, apparently, and we completed a clean stage. Treasure this moment. There's not going to be many of those. If any of you saw my old Dirt Rally career mode on Bomber Sports Plays, you'll know. Yeah, there's not going to be many of those.
We need to have a good reputation going in.
Oh, sorry, I was talking over Nicky there. Most of the time I just shout over everyone. Like, I'm doing this commentary in post, by the way, because like back on the Dirt Rally career mode, I was just about able to commentate live, but I actually like doing racing game career mode commentaries in post, because when I'm actually driving in that, it's just too much to concentrate on. If I was actually trying to do this live, just right now, the commentary would just be and this is in one of the slowest cars in the game, so this is not even getting up into like the Audi Quattros and Subaru Imprezas and the really god tier stuff like that. There was another water splash with disappointing lack of water in that water splash. But, I mean, first impressions of this game, we're back. That's basically it. Oh, we got a hairpin now. And handbrake, and in my mind, in my mind, it came out way better than that. It was proper, like, D1 kind of stuff, like pop the handbrake. But I guess we are in a small front-wheel drive hot hatch. So, front-wheel drive and drifting go together about as well as a shotgun marriage in Vegas decided on. Oh, my God. Oh my, that was a bit terrifying. Some poo may have come out there. There we go. This is the vibe I love from Dirt games. This is the vibe I love so much from Dirt Rally. And this game's got it again. That sort of slight feeling of, I love this, but it is also masochistically terrifying. Some people like to get their kicks like this from roller coasters. And oh! We've even clouted the finishing post as we finish the stage. 15 seconds. Just get banged, S. Alvarez, whoever you are. Like, what are you even doing here? Like, leave immediately, go home, and just take the bus.
That's unbeatable.
And that's another amazing result, which is unbeatable, according to Nicky Grist. He is very pleased with our performance so far. Let's have a look on the ridiculous replay. Oh, what was that? The finishing post. Yeah, it was almost a bit like Craig Charles' ridiculous replay from Takeshi's Castle. And another... Look at this, the pyro on the podium and everything. Look at this. Yeah, we've got some fans down the front. They're like, yeah, look at this guy. He's rocking it. Well, they're probably all Nicky Grist fans. They're like, oh, Nicky Grist is still going. He's come out of retirement. Who is he co-driving for? Oh, it's that guy. Doesn't he share the name with that footballer? Shut up. Anyway, yeah, we've got some career mode targets to tick off, and we've done those. So, all going well so far. And I think what's nice is later on, like, oh, we're leveling up again. There's a lot of levels to this reputation thing. We're now to Clubman. So, surely if this was a Gran Turismo game, the level we were on should have been called Sunday. And then, oh no, we're up to Novice now. We're leveling up quick. How many levels are there? Like, at the rate we're going, there's got to be about 1,000 levels to go.
The good work. With this new license, you've progressed from a regional to national level.
Yeah, started from the bottom, now we're slightly off the bottom. Yeah, I'm ready for the next level. Get ready for the next battle. I really am. So, good start to the career so far.
You've earned plenty of cash now. So it's time to consider buying a vehicle of your own. Way to starting your own team.
Yeah, okay.
From the home menu to find one to buy.
Yep, okie doke. Thanks, narrator. That's an interesting point. He has just said we can afford our own car now, and I'm going to save that for the next episode where we can actually have some rallies to enter the car. Like, I did get the car and everything, but you'll see me buying the car in the next episode. which will lead straight into us actually entering rallies with it, because there's no point showing it now, because we'll just go back to running rallies for Illuminix Motorsport and the Opel Me. There's our targets. Complete the event with no vehicle recoveries, complete the event with less than 4 minutes of penalty, and some other stuff, basically. Just you know, win it and don't crash. Win it, don't bin it. That's basically the targets. I guess that's to try and find some interesting ways to come up with multiple different ways of saying that. You can have a look at the setup here. We haven't really had a look at that too much. Apparently, the event news, there was a penalty spot for somebody there. It's quite a nice little touch. Oh, Nicky also mentioning about new cars. But for now, we have M. Rousseau, his 2 minutes 38.6 target for the stage to beat. Can we do it? Here we go. Let's change through a few of the cameras. Let's look at the, let's go, what do they call this? I don't know, third-person camera, something like that. Let's have a look at this camera and have a look at our Opel Me. Yeah, it's me. It's me as a car. We're like, yeah, we charge. Bless my voice, I'm so strained. I'm doing this commentary the day after going to a Progress Wrestling show, so how this commentary isn't just a series of squeaks. Like, I really have lost my squeaker at this point. I'm like Wheezy from Toy Story 2. It's not even funny right now. But I have about as much gravel in my throat, as there was on the stage, and now all that gravel's been washed out of my throat because I swallowed a load of water from the water splash. That's more like it. That's a good water effect there. Tight turn here. We just sort of beetle around it like a sort of old BD who's kind of got lost on her way to the bingo. That's kind of my level in rallying. It's either slow and sometimes steady, or really, really fast for not that long until I inevitably die in style, basically. That's the way I do rally games, but that's what I love about the Dirt games, and my first impressions of Dirt 4 are actually really, really good. My only real criticism at the moment is that you may have noticed on the recording, there are a few little frame rate, not glitches as such, but I have noticed some frame drops and like the odd like little stutter. So what's nice in a way is that I used to get that sometimes running Dirt Rally on my PC, and it's nice to know it's not just my PC that's struggling to do it. Even my Xbox One is now struggling to do this as well. I do have this on Xbox One. It's of course out for PS4 and PC and everywhere else. So so far I came into it sort of. Well, I'm hopefully going to have a full review up on my own website, ajv1.com, at some point on this game. And kind of like how Nay does his reviews on his Nay's Game Reviews blog. And the kind of vibe I'm going for the review is, you know when a band does like a side project, and it's really cool and interesting in its own way, and then they kind of bring the lessons they learned from that back to the main band. This is kind of what it is. They did Dirt Rally as kind of almost like a vanity project, a real hardcore simulator. They brought the World Rallycross license in. We're about to complete the stage, and we have absolutely just battered Rousseau. I mean, it's not even close. It's not even close. He is currently in Bratislava at the moment. He's about as far back as McLaren would be if they actually started F1 Grand Prix with the accurate amount of grid spots. Grid spot penalties, you know what I mean? And that's 4 from 4 for Nicky Grist. Our results so far are amazing. And they are unbeatable, according to him. But yeah, they've really learnt a lot of the lessons that they took from Dirt Rally. You know, the attention to detail, the graphics, the little touches, it's almost like they learnt in Dirt Rally that they didn't have to go all like down with the youth and down with the kids. Like, Codemaster's still really nice at making good, fun games to play with a nice vibe to them. But they didn't have to go for the full, like, hardcore, yo, we're down with the kids with dubstep and all the backwards caps and stuff, and yo. Although I did approve all the Ken Block Gymkhana stuff, that, don't get me wrong, I really like that. But it's almost like Dirt Rally, it was like, nah, we can do mature and we can do hardcore simulator. So Dirt 4, they were like, well, we can't go as hardcore, but we can bring a lot of the stuff that we learned over. So I love the attention to detail. I love the real sort of, like I say, the little things like the way to properly finish a stage, and indeed the way to properly start a stage. Look at the marshal there, he's just like, yeah, can you just get lost now? Fine, I will do exactly that. Into the dark, gloomy rain. Look at this water effect. This is, to be fair, this would have tanked my PC about 5 seconds ago. There would just be smoke coming out of it now. Let's have a look through the camera angles. Let's go on board now. This is Helmet Cam FNOR, and Helmet Cam FNOR is just as... I'm sorry, I can't say helmet. Oh, God. I'm being punished for my poor innuendo game. And nearly wiped out a billboard there. So I nearly made the billboard top 100. Sorry. Oh, God. Okay, seriously. It's just like instant karma. It's like the universe is just like, just stop it. Stop with the terrible dad jokes. Is that a little triangle there? Like some sort of breakdown triangle. Is the RAC behind us? Oh, look. Look at that! There's actually a car broken down on the stage. Again, nice attention to detail. I really like stuff like that. That's what happens in real rallies. I think that's really cool. I like that. That's detail. Well done, Cody. I'm actually giving you a round of applause. I love shit like that. That's awesome. And the cockpit view is pretty cool. Interestingly, I am playing this on pad. I'm playing this on an Xbox One controller because there's an issue with my Thrustmaster steering wheel pedals at the moment. I don't know if that can be fixed or if I'm going to have to dump money on a new wheel. But I was kind of concerned, knowing how hardcore Dirt Rally was, and I know there's kind of a hardcore handling mode for this one. Oh, some things never change. Completely obliterated the finish. Look at the state of our car. State of your car, mate. Look at it. Look at the front. He's going to show the... Yeah, look at...
That went really well. Great stage. Good work.
Did it, Nicky? Did it really go well? Really? Are you sure you're not just blowing smoke up me rectum at this point? Seriously? To be fair, most of the... We've won! What a way to win. Just destroying all of the infrastructure at the end of the last stage and taking the win. Now that is a way to celebrate victory. Complete the event with no vehicle recoveries. Luckily a target was not. Complete the event without wiping out half of the gear. Bonafide underdog story. Get an overall win in the lowest eligible Class C car. And apparently was an achievement for that. So it's more money in the bank. Not in a briefcase this time. And not one being held by James fucking Ellsworth. And we are now up to rookie status. I think that deserves a sip of tea. I'm bringing it all back at the moment. This is all coming back to me now. Like, this is exactly how I used to do commentaries for, like, the NASCAR Heat Evolution videos and stuff. The microphone in post, got a nice warm mug of tea. And as you see, the atmospheric fog and mist coming in across Michigan, which will make the next stage even tougher than normal. It's time for me to have a sip of tea. Can I grab another quick one whilst we're in service area?
If we want to enter more...
Imagine if I just had like a flask just in the middle of the center console, just be like driving up to the start of the stage, like Nicky's like, no, can you stop sipping tea now? We're supposed to be doing the stage now. And I'm just like, no, I need tea. Oh god, we're starting, just spills tea down his... Well, we do have flame retardant overalls now in motorsport, so hopefully you won't get scalded by tea. I don't think anyone has ever completed a rally with a cup of tea in the center console of the car. And can I just point out, I can't see shit. Can you? Like, this is serious fog, lads. I mean, this is something else. I am literally... Oh, God. We've wiped out some signs. We're now in the bushes. I'm now trying to grow a forest in the radius. I don't even know where we're going. We're getting lost. Oh, we're supposed to be going that way. There we go. We are still leading somehow. That's probably a sign we should probably consider upping the difficulty level soon. And I will gradually do that as the challenge ramps up, hopefully during the career mode. A bit wobbling around here, some S's, and I literally at this point, you have to trust the line. Oh god, it's a hairpin, and we... Can we do a power slide? No, we've just straight lined it. That reminds me a lot of, there was a time many years ago now where me and my best friend were coming back from the flat he used to live in London, and we were bringing a bunch of his stuff home to his parents' house for Christmas, as I'm just casually crashing, just as you do. Tonight, AJ crashes in his own car. So yeah, we were bringing stuff home from his flat in London, and it was a really frosty December night. It was really icy on the roads, and it was up a back road, and we struggled enough getting off the driveway to his block of flats. Like, it was sliding around and everything, and then he was like, and quote, he was like, I'm now going to be a Christian motorist all the way home. He then gets about 100 yards down towards the end of the road, which is, oh god! And we've nearly we are not enjoying these hairpins a lot, are we? We're really not. Now finish this story, please. So we get to the end of the road, and it's like a sort of T-junction, a very quiet back road, and it's all icy. And he literally looks at me and he goes, can I do a power slide? Now, bearing in mind the car he's driving at the time is a Peugeot 106, kind of similar to this in a way. It's like a small front-wheel drive hot hatch. He literally pops the handbrake, turns in, and goes straight lining straight into the pavement. Still one of the funniest things I've ever been involved in. I was sat in the passenger seat just pissing myself laughing. It was wonderful. And we just recreated it rather nicely, but still had an amazing result that is unbeatable. It's almost like Nicky needs to record more lines for the end of every stage, because, oh, we just need to stop being so good. He's just like, well, what else do you want me to say? It's an amazing result again, and it's also unbeatable. We do have some repairs to make, though. Unsurprising, given how we were... Well, we were basically not just firing blind, we were driving blind in that one, but luckily only a small amount of repairs, and I like that. That's another thing I think they carried over from Dirt Rally, the recommended repairs bit. Unfortunately, you've damaged your bodywork. No shit, really? It's me on a rally game. Of course I've broken the fucking bodywork. What do you expect of me? But yeah, you can just match the recommended repairs, and it's relatively simple there. So there's the only thing that does need repairing at the moment. So there you go. I think I was trying to find the button for how do I actually make the repairs happen. So after losing a wheel, Krasvuk does a thing. Those little things of news at the bottom are quite interesting. Again, it gives the atmosphere that you are part of this much bigger event than you, which is kind of like what a real rally feels like. So, another quick sip of tea before we start the stage.
5, 4, 3,
2. 1. It's nice. Yeah, we really are bringing it all back today. This is Throwback Tuesday, I think, is when this video will go up. We're straight into the stage. Luckily, the fog has moved on now, which, you know, I appreciate. It's nice actually being able to see where you're going. More so than the little amount you normally have in rallying. I mean, big slide there. But yeah, I think I was saying about the pad controls for this game, because like I say, on Dirt Rally I played with a wheel, and it had really hardcore handling, and I'm not sure I would have wanted to play that game on a pad. I don't think it would have been quite as bad as Project Cars was. Like, Project Cars, I had friends of mine like Andre Harrison who was just like, don't even try playing it with a pad, and I gave it one go on a pad, and I was like, yeah, no. Even on Jinx TV, I was just like, one night I was on Jinx TV on their bridge show, and we all did like a hot lap challenge on Project Cars, and it was only because the others were just worse at racing games than me. Like, if they'd actually been half competent, I probably would have lost, which would have been very embarrassing, but like, I don't think Dirt Rally would have been that bad on a pad, but do you know what I mean? It would have been a similar sort of level of tricky with the simulation physics, and I know they had two handling modes for this game, kind of like an arcadey one and a simcadey one, and a more sort of simulation-y one. I'm running the simulation-y hardcore handling mode for this, but it's a doddle to drive on pad. Like, Cody's are pretty much the masters at this point of simcade handling. Like, that's where they've always sat. They've never really gone, like, Dirt Rally is probably the most hardcore simulation they've ever gone. Like, in the grid games, Dirt, their F1 games, even going back to the TOCA Race Driver, TOCA Touring Cars, you know, all of their games have been generally kind of simcadey, so they've kind of felt realistic, but not been anywhere near as heavy or as hard as, well, that's a helicopter, creating a dust storm. Cheers, mate. Thanks for blinding me in the middle of the fucking stage so you got your nice artsy camera shot. I hope it was worth it, mate. Sorry, I should stop swearing at random helicopters and get back on with the stage. I've also just noticed the people at the side of the road are quite detailed in this. I don't know if I just never noticed them in Dirt Rally. Look at them there. Hey-oh. Gooey. Look at them, they're waving at me like, yeah, look at him. Yeah. It's Adam in his Adam. Adam drives the Adam. And Adam contains an Adam with a... Oh, God. He hates those finishing posts. I really do have a grudge against those finishing posts. And there's the Opel Me.
Amazing result. That's unbeatable.
And guess what? It's another amazing result that's unbeatable. It's just wonderful, really. So, another good stage there, but I gotta say, the handling in this game, really, really nice on pad. Really, really fun. Like, and we've won another rally. The streak continues. Suck it, Undertaker. We are charging forward. And, the way the career mode's going to go, I might not do every single event per discipline in this series, because there's 4 disciplines in the game. There's rallying, which we're doing right now, obviously, kind of, you know, says so in the title. There's land rush, which is like buggies and stadium trucks and stuff, which I'm really fucking hyped to go for there. There's rallycross. If any of you saw any of my Dirt Rally videos, you'll know how much I really love rallycross in these games. And then there's historic rally, which I think is the very end of the career. Oh, speaking of major steps in a career, I've qualified to compete in Land Rush. I'm taken to the track in buggies in truck. I really have lost my squeaker. It is ridiculous. And hey, we got more pyro. I love that. We were just on the podium like, yeah, we've won the rally. And it's like, wait, hang on. You've also won the championship. Hey! And then more ticker tape. I feel like Kazuchika Okada right now. Are those dollar bills? Please let them be dollar bills. That'd be hilarious. But let's move straight on. I'm basically completing all the rallies that you run in this sort of R2 class of car. Let's also bump up the AI difficulty, because like I say, so far it's not been too challenging. And given that the next few stages look pretty brutal... there's 2 classes in this rally. Unfortunately, we can't use any of the Group A cars yet. We haven't got any teams willing to let us run in those cars. To be honest with them, I don't blame them. Who would trust me in a car with that much power? Would you? Like, really, would you? However, Elonix Motorsport trusts me in the Opel Me. It's a fruitful relationship right now. Our relationship is great. So we're sat under the canvas, sat under the tarpaulin, in service area. Someone's just been disqualified, so haha, sucks to be them.
To more prestigious comps, we need to have a good reputation going in.
Yeah, I think we do, Nicky. I agree. I agree. Oh, I love the water. I love the rain effects on the screen. That's in front of my car. Look at that. I was like, kind of it's an aggressive looking little car. I don't know if that matches my personality in some way. Like, what does that say about me? I don't know. Let's attack a hairpin turn. We've actually done a hairpin turn. We've done a hairpin turn, not embarrassingly badly. Oh, here comes another one. Can we go 2 for 2? Average. At least I didn't straight line and crash into some sheep or something. So, always a bonus if you can make it through a stage without crashing into sheep. We're not in Wales, so there's not too much danger of that. Hey-oh! Or indeed New Zealand. There are plenty of trees though, so there's every chance we can crash into them. Yeah, the career mode has 4 different kind of disciplines. I'm going to try and mix it up as much as possible. Like, I won't just, like, I might not skip some series, but I just won't record some. Like, you'll come back for next episode, and I may have done a few other events in the rally discipline to kind of move us along to the next big development. Like, if there's a load more rallies running this car, then it's like, well, it'll just start to get, you'll just see the same thing over and over again. Do you know what I mean? So at least the next episode, it'll probably be rallies involving the first car we buy for our own team, on presumably known as, you know, Armbar Motorsport. Armbar Motorsport actually sounds quite cool. I mean, maybe it's like a play on words, because there's things like track bars and stuff, and strut bars and steering bars in what bar motorsport? OSW Review Racing. OSW Racing. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. And I've avoided the. Whoa! Hey! What a way to finish the stage. We've barrel rolled. We've done a barrel roll, and now I'm stuck in a tree. Now where am I going? I've got lost. I've glitched through the fencing. And we're not going to get to the marshal in time. I hope we don't get punished for that.
Amazing result. It's unbeatable.
No, Nicky, come on. Do you think he was just laughing? He was just like, no, do you know what? That was amazing. Let's have a look on my ridiculous replay. See, I'm trying to avoid hitting the finish post. I did in the end, but in trying to avoid that, I clipped the verge, and whoa! Oh my god! Hey, landed on wheels, almost facing the right way. I give that a 4.6 out of 5. A forward somersault with pike, and well, I mean, for as stylish that was as a way to finish a stage, it doesn't mean we have some repairs to the bodywork and the radiator. Is that all that's damaged on the car? Really? Wow, that's impressive. I thought it was going to be a lot more than that, but I'm not complaining. 34 seconds apparently is all that was needed, and we are ready to go. Misfortune has struck someone apparently. We don't care about them. Nicky, you've said this a lot. I get it. We do need to have good runs here, and we are. According to you, they're amazing runs that are unbeatable. It appears that I'm not sure if Nicky recorded enough lines for the end and start of stages. Yeah, they're getting a bit repetitive, but we'll see as they go through the career mode. He might have some more stuff to say to us. I mean, we've not even been particularly rubbish so far, so maybe if we finish last on one stage, we'll be like, what the bloody hell was that? Boy, oh, that was rubbish. That was shite. Why the bloody hell am I in the same car as you? You're gonna get me killed. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to all Welsh people everywhere. I've also ruined the Scottish accent in this episode, so now I just need to do a crap Irish accent just to complete the trifecta. Anyway, coming up to a left 2 here, and clip the apex. Yes, very road racing technique there. My tarmac racing background coming back to me there. It was quite funny. I was getting to the point. I was just chatting with Nathan one day, and I saw all these great racing games that are coming out this year. Hopefully great. I mean, we'll see how they go. Big power slide there. I was really excited about Dirt 4. There's Project Cars 2, NASCAR Heat 2, which looks great. You know, regardless if I'm not watching NASCAR at the moment, that game still looks really good. F1 2017 with the historic cars, just sploosh everywhere. That's literally going to be... If we ever do a plays video on that, that's just going to be the intro, just sploosh. So, yeah, Project Cars 2, there's some other good stuff coming out, Forza 7, and I was like, I do kind of miss, like, because part of the reason, I know people have been asking me what's going on with Bomber Sports Plays, it's been on hiatus because I kind of wanted to get away from racing as the only thing I do online, so I wanted to do a gaming channel where I didn't just play racing games, so that's why I started the Armbar Arcade with Nathan, who's into all sorts of different games, and I've loved it, but then I started to miss doing the career mode videos, and especially with all these new games coming out, I was like, I kind of missed that, and Nathan was like, you do realise there's nothing stopping you doing these career modes on Armbar Arcade, right? You started this whole channel so you wouldn't be restricted in what you play. And I was like, you have a good point there, sir. What you have there is a very good point. So it was like, yeah, you want to do Dirt 4? I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. So he's, I think we're both big retro gamers. I like some of the modern, modern gods, yes. But I like a lot of some of the modern racing games. I'm trying to keep up with them. So we'll see where we go from here, how the Dirt 4 series goes. I'm enjoying Dirt 4 a lot so far. It's left a very, very good first impression, especially when we're rinsing stages by 21 seconds. They've got 21 seconds to go to catch up with me. Yeah, that was terrible.
Well done.
Oh, Nicky's mixed up his phone. He was like, perfect, great result, well done. He was even chuckling there. He was like, yeah, this lad's getting it. Yeah. It's not just an amazing result anymore, that was perfect. And you didn't destroy half the barriers in that at the end of the stage, you muppet. Anyway, we've beaten Alex Martin. He's a touring car driver, isn't he? We've got a clean stage, we've got no vehicle recoveries, we finished in at least 4th position because we won it, and we didn't get any penalty time, and we got 7 fastest spits. We spit some fastest bars. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I need more tea. I need some tea to celebrate our 5th. How many more consecutive victories is that? I don't even know at this point. But anyway, we are into the last rally of the first episode of this career mode. And what's our targets for the last one? Complete at least one stage during the event with a difficulty bonus of 83%. I think we're on that difficulty level already. Complete the event with less than 4 minutes penalty time. The event at least 4th. Come on. This team are not very ambitious of me. We've been leading almost all. We've won every single rally we've been in so far. Come on, Illunex Motorsport, back me more. Back your driver. It's worth knowing this is a very gloomy Michigan we find ourselves in at the moment. And let's check the difficulty settings. Oh, we're on 81% difficulty bonus. So, let's have a play around with these settings a little bit, see if we can get it up to 83% to get that bonus. And I like the system they had. This is another thing I think they brought over from Dirt Rally. So, hang on. I think that was it. We've turned off exterior cameras. So, no third-person camera this time. We'll have to go on board this time. And I think that even disqualifies things like the bumper camera and that. It's literally just interior cameras. So, it's the dash cam or helmet cam, FNAR. No, seriously, that's how you have to say it. It's helmet cam, brackets FNAR. That's it. So here we go. The final rally in this first episode.
Use the grip.
Use the grip? We're rallying, Nicky. There isn't any grip.
5.
Right, anyway. It's a descent into the gloomy dusk. It awaits us beyond. What awaits us in these forests? I swear I saw a literal cabin in the woods in the intro to the stage. So, and we're straight away into it. And, well, I've just been told not to cut a bunch of corners, so watch me to cut all of them, like that one. That's my general rule. If Nicky tells me not to cut a corner, I will. Absolutely will, straight away. Look at this. This is a moody gloom. It's a little bit, luckily it's not as foggy as it was earlier. That was really, really tough to deal with. But this is just about doable. We can at least sort of see where we're going. We're getting a bit close to the verge there. And we are 1.4 seconds down. We're in 5th place after the first split, so they're a little bit tense. And the little marker on the left side now showing the little red arrow, which represents us, me, my car, me and my monkey car. I mean, suddenly singing old Robbie Williams. Where did that come from? Me and my Opel, Adam. Me and me. Instead of B&B, it's me and me. What the fuck am I even on about? I don't know. Anyway, apparently I'm now up on the timings, I think, although the differential is still showing 1.4 seconds. Oh, I see what it is now. The top right leaderboard is live standings. Those are live updating. Oh, God, where am I going? My car now has an aversion to the actual road. It's like, no, fuck you. I will not be constrained by the limitations of this path. I'm going to go exploring. I've been watching David Attenborough's Planet Earth. I want to explore the forests and woodland for shrubbery and insects. But anyway, enough of that. Let's have a look down at Nicky's notes if you can. Maybe we'll catch the little cock I drew on top of one of his pages. He didn't seem to appreciate that. I stole his pacebook during the last service area, and I was just like doodling knobs on it. So I was very pleased with that. Whoa! Oh God! Yeah, we were talking earlier about not enough water splash effects. Yeah, I think that'll count. Literally just blinded us for a second there. Our windscreen was blind as a bat, as that obscure Meatloaf reference would get. There you go. Meatloaf fans, if there are any watching this video, there's one for you. I mean, I've given the wrestling fans enough obscure references in my videos. Have some for something else, but we've got up 3.6 seconds now. We've not got long left of the stage. Finish to stop. Here we go. Jam across the line. 6.7 seconds in the end. A comfortable win there. Started out a little bit tense, but we got it to the end there as darkness is rapidly falling.
That went really well. Great stage. Good work.
I agree, Nicky. Thank you. That went really well, apparently. That wasn't an amazing result, and maybe it wasn't unbeatable, but still really good, according to the great Nicky Grist, who I just love the fact that he's still in these games. He is as much a point. It's kind of like he's the soul of the game now. Ever since we lost Colin McRae himself, Nicky is still the kind of voice and just as part of a game as anything else, and he kind of harkens back to that as well and brings it to the future, brings it to the present, I think. I'm just sounding more and more pretentious, so I'm going to stop now. But yeah, I think you get my drift. Wooden pun, yeah. Now, what stuff do we need to repair? 16 seconds worth of body and light damage. What was that? Just literally just putting some blue tack and a little, just a little like, there you go. That's the sound of me putting on duct tape. If you've ever wondered how that sounds, yeah, there you go. That's what duct tape being put on sounds like. Anyway, we have one more stage on this first episode. Let's close it out on a high. Our streak, hopefully, should be about to continue. So we're again looking down at Nick's pace notes. We probably should be looking out the front. Ice forward, damn it. Stop trying to spot the knob that you drew on the notepad. Oh God, whoa, that was close. I nearly ended up joining the ambulance over there. Doing Tom Coronel, just ploughing straight on into an ambulance. As you do. Literally, he looked like he was going home in an ambulance because he just straight lined straight into one. If you haven't seen the clip from the World Touring Car Race in Portugal, you got to see it. He literally just straight locks the brakes and straight lines straight into just a straight ambulance parked by the side of the track. You're like, that probably shouldn't be that close to the track, you know. We're up 7 seconds already. So much for this being close. It was close in the first stage. Although, I'm not sure our engine sounds too healthy. It's sputtering a bit. Nicky hasn't said anything yet on it, but I'm not sure if it is running smoothly. I don't know. Luckily, it's not holding us back. And to be honest with you, if you're the rest of the field, you'd be pretty embarrassed because I'm actually pulling away. I've now added another 2 seconds to my lead, despite the fact I'm pretty sure my car is misfiring. Whoa! And I still can't do hairpins to save the knife. I just... like, I can use the front-wheel drive excuse as much as I can, but at some point I'm going to have to admit I am not DK. However, what I am is a winner on this rally and destroyer of fences and a destroyer of stuff. I bet the marshals at the end of each stage must be like, oh fuck, it's AJ again. Oh Jesus, get out of the way, take cover. Stop, drop and roll, duck and cover. But anyway, we get a well done from Nicky. He is happy and I'm happy. But that means we have completed all of our rallies with Lunix Motorsport, and that means we have finished episode 1 of Armbar Arcade. Nearly said Bomb Sports Place. Armbar Arcade completes Dirt 4, and it's been great to be back doing a career mode, a racing game career mode stuff. Lovely first impressions of Dirt 4. Really enjoying it so far. Like I said, I'll hopefully have a full review up at some point on the website, and we'll have more episodes to come. Nay will also have his own complete series running alongside this one. Check that out hopefully tomorrow based on where the videos will go up. In the meantime, subscribe if you're new around here. Comment down below. Give this video a lovely thumbs up if you enjoyed it, as apparently I've now got a tender foot. I don't want to know really. And guess what? We'll see you guys next time in the Armbar Arcade.